Yes, good evening, gentlemen and ladies, and welcome to this very brief briefing. As you're all aware, the Council of State just concluded its meeting with all the former heads of state in attendance, physically or virtually. The last count, I think quite most of them were the physically attending ones, the former head of state, General Buhari, and Goodluck Jonathan were there physically, and the rest were there virtually via Zoom. So in essence, in principle, all of them were in attendance, and that's a very eloquent testimony to the kind of support that they are giving to our current president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. A lot of issues were exhaustively discussed at the meeting, and of course you know that apart from the former heads of state, the constitutional composition of the Council of State includes all governors, security advisor, attorney general, and the rest. So the governors were all in attendance as well. And some of us ministers were invited to make presentations on our roadmap on what we've been able to achieve, the prospects and the challenges in our various ministries. And so myself, the Solid Minerals, coordinating minister of the economy, as the finance minister, Mr. Wale Edu, was also there to make presentation. The minister of budget was also there, made his presentation. The minister of works also made presentation. The minister of trade and investment, Dr. Doris, was also there. The minister of agriculture also was invited. So these 7 of us ministers made individual presentations to the Council of State meeting, and our presentations were well received from the feedback that we got immediately after individual presentations. And of course, at the end of it, matters of state were discussed in a robust manner and frank manner. And the National Security Advisor also was on hand to present the security situation of the country, and he did inform the Council of State, about the pre, during, and post events of the last protest, which I do not call a protest. I call a movement to effect a change of regime by force, which was also resisted. And so, the council thanked Nigerians at large for resisting any unconstitutional move to change government. If anybody is not satisfied with the government, any current administration, there's always an election coming. So you wait for election and cast your vote the way you deem fit. So the NSA briefed the council on the security situation, and allayed fears all round that in my books that should be the $1,000 fine. Huh? So after the NSA's briefing, generally he allayed everybody's fears and spoke on the tightness of the security around the country, and also reassured all and sundry that nobody will be allowed to truncate our hard-earned democracy. Any change of government has to be through the ballots and not through the barrel of the gun or through insurrection or through any other unconstitutional means. only through the ballot box can any government be changed. And he reassured on the security readiness of all security agencies in the country, to secure our territorial integrity and to protect Nigeria's democracy. Now, the details of the presentation that the ministers did, will be too long for you, but succinctly put, is just to let the Council of State know the progress being made in each sector of the economy. And the emphasis, of course, by the Renewed Hope agenda is on economic diversification. And that's why I was there. That's why Greek was there. That's why all the other ministers, that constitute, or the ministries that constitute the plank of the Renewed Hope agenda's economic diversification and transformation. The chairman of the Governors Forum, the governor of Kwara State, who is here with us, will give you a brief on other outcomes of the Council of State meeting. Thank you. Okay.